From Matt Kenseth going to JGR to Kyle Busch leaving JGR to head to RCR. NASCAR's silly season is unique, as most drivers moving teams are announced in the middle of the previous season. With the 2022 NASCAR silly season all but wrapping up, we take a look at 10 of the biggest silly season moves to occur within the last 10 years. Coming in at number 10, we have Tyler Reddick leaving RCR to head to 23XI. 2022 was undeniably Tyler Reddick's breakout season, winning 3 races. Despite this, in the middle of the 2022 season, he announced that he would leave RCR following the conclusion of the 2023 season and head to 23XI Racing. Now both RCR and 23XI have been trending up and are on a similar level, so this is what made this move puzzling. Additionally, RCR was the team that believed in him when others, like Junior Motorsports, did not. RCR built Tyler Reddick up, and Tyler Reddick has been building RCR up. Richard Childress did not take to this very fondly. So, when Kurt Busch announced his retirement from full-time racing after 2022, Tyler Reddick was going to go a year early. We'll see how this pans out, but it's shaping up to be an influential move as we head into the Gen 7 era. Coming in at number 9, we have Furniture Racing shutting down, moving Martin Truex Jr. over to the 19. In the span of just 1 year, Furniture Racing went from winning the championship to shutting their operations down. Jogues Racing's greediness cost them prospect Daniel Suarez, as the veteran Truex was chosen to race the 19 car in 2019 and beyond. Suarez would have a rocky next couple of seasons, but in the next 3 years, Truex had 12 wins and made the championship 4 twice. Coming in at number 8, we have Matt Kenseth signing for Jogues Racing. At the time this was announced, Kenseth was the points leader, but this ended up being the right move for him, as Kenseth won 15 times over the next 5 years with Jogues Racing. Meanwhile, Roush Racing kind of went on a decline after Kenseth left. Coming in at number 7, we have Kyle Busch heading to RCR. Another move that happened this silly season, Kyle Busch will no longer be racing for Jogues Racing after 15 years of success together. During his time with Jogues Racing, Kyle Busch won 56 races and 2 championships. However, they were not able to line up a sponsorship for the 2023 season after Mars left, and Richard Childress took advantage of one of the most lucrative free agents on the market, including comparing Busch to the great Dale Earnhardt. While Kyle Busch has been on the decline the past few years, is a change of scenery why he needs to get back to his winning ways. RCR isn't as great as Jogues Racing, but they've been trending up. However, that was with Tyler Reddick. Time will tell to see how this move pans out, but it shook up the Cup Series nonetheless. Coming in at number 6, we have Jeff Gordon, one of the all-time greats, retiring and Chase Elliott filling the void. Prior to the 2015 season, it was announced that Jeff Gordon would retire at the conclusion of the season, and Chase Elliott, the reigning Nationwide Series champion, would fill his spot. With 93 career wins and 4 championships, Jeff Gordon left big shoes to fill, and Hendrick Motorsports found someone with large feet for those shoes, Chase Elliott. The son of Awesome Bill from Dawsonville struggled a little bit, but made the playoffs every single year and has 18 wins through his first 7 full-time seasons, including the 2020 NASCAR Cup Series championship, becoming only the 4th driver for Hendrick Motorsports to win the championship.
Coming at number 5, we have Brad Keselowski leaving Team Penske to go to RFK. Over 12 years with Team Penske, Brad Keselowski racked up 34 wins and captured the 2012 title, Penske's first title in the Cup Series. So him leaving the organization to go to a team that has been on the decline since Carl Edwards left was a shocker. Keselowski really struggled his first year with RFK. At first glance, one might think this has been an awful deal for Keselowski. But what makes this deal worth it is that Brad Keselowski has a partial owner stake in Roush Fenway Keselowski, meaning that he will have plenty of involvement in NASCAR beyond his driving career. And for RFK, having a young owner on the team like Brad Keselowski can keep them relevant. Time will tell how this move pans out, but nonetheless it is one of the biggest moves in the last 10 years. Coming at number 4, we have the foundation of 23XI Racing, a joint venture between Denny Hamlin and Michael Jordan. First, just like Brad Keselowski, this means Denny Hamlin has a future stake in NASCAR beyond his driving career. And bringing along Michael Jordan draws a lot of eyes to the scene. Though they've had struggles, 3 wins in 2 years for the team is actually pretty solid. And with generational talent Tyler Reddick and marketing machine Bubba Wallace, this team is poised for the future. Coming in at number 3, we have Kevin Harvick's move to SHR. The man who replaced Dale Earnhardt had a falling out with Richard Childress and became a free agent. And man, did Tony Stewart win big in these sweepstakes, as Harvick's best years came with Stewart-Haas. In 9 years with the team, Harvick has posted 37 wins, won the 2014 Cup Championship, and only twice finished outside the top 5 in points. Number 2 is Joey Logano's move to Team Penske at the beginning of the 2013 season. Once declared the greatest thing since sliced bread, Joe Gibbs gave up on him after 4 years. In the 10 years since, Logano has looked more like the sliced bread, with 29 wins in that span as well as 2 championships in the Daytona 500. He's only one of 9 drivers all time to win multiple championships and at least 1 Daytona 500. I think it's time that we consider Joey Logano one of the all-time greats. Only being 32 years old means that he probably has 10 more years at the top level left, making it the second greatest move in the last 10 years. And coming in at number 1, we have Kyle Larson signing for Hendrick Motorsports in 2021. After getting fired from Chip Ganassi Racing, teams were hesitant to sign him. Sponsorship would always be an issue, but Rick Hendrick was able to fund it through Hendrick Cars and make it work. People questioned if he could truly replicate his talent and the top equipment. Could he come back to the Cup Series without having much time in the race car since he was fired? Well, guess what? He did. He won 10 races in the championship his first year. His second year, he won 3 races, and that was considered a down year. He has many more great years in front of him at Hendrick Motorsports. What does the future hold? What big moves will happen in the next 10 years? It's hard to know. Many of these moves no one would have even thought of even a month or 2 beforehand. I think silly season will quiet down over the next few years, but that's the silly part about silly season. Many of these moves seem silly at first. Hey, if you'd like to see more of NASCAR videos like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button. If you want to see my video where I predicted the 2026 Cup Series roster 2 years ago, that also is on there, as well as the video YouTube recommends to you. Thanks for watching.